Hello guys, what is going on? Stryker here, and today we are going to be discussing something in Gears of War 4 that I feel like needs a lot of um, exposure to be talked about, at least in the competitive multiplayer game scene. So, as many of you know who play Gears of War 4 here in the versus mode, in the core modes, for some reason, there's no rolling lobbies. The lobbies, as soon as the game ends, it says you have to go back to the main menu, find another game. And that's quite a bit of a problem in my opinion, as most of the time when you're finding these random games, it takes a while to find it. And say you have a really good game and you're feeling good about it, you're ready to just go and get the next one in. You have to leave the entire lobby and go back to the beginning, find another game, and hop into it that way instead of just continuing along with the same people. And I mean, I can see why you would want to do that, because it can be unfair if a team gets steamrolled and it's still in the same lobby. Like, and that's one of the main issues I have with Call of Duty games, where if you're getting dominated, I mean, you're not going to stay in the lobby because it's going to get stale and boring, just getting continually assaulted by the better players. But and it wouldn't make much sense to switch teams either, like especially if you're in a party. But there needs to be some system to keep the games flowing instead of you having to go back to the menu and reselect the same game mode and just start over all the way again from the beginning. Because the matchmaking times in this game, while they're not terribly, well, actually they're terribly long, it takes me on consistent basis about a minute and a half to 2 minutes to join a game. Then it takes up about a minute and a half to load the game in, and it's no fun just sitting there doing nothing. Like, all the time that I spend in the menus trying to navigate and trying to find a game could be spent playing the game and having fun and leveling up. But I have to spend it sitting there doing absolutely nothing besides just waiting for them to find a game. So the rolling lobby issue can be solved by them just adding an update. Like, maybe I can see why in competitive mode you don't want to do that, but that's why you have a separate playlist for competitive modes. So if you don't know, there's 3 playlists. There's the social, the core, and the competitive modes. Now, most of the core modes are still competitive, despite the fact they're not in the competitive playlist, but in the core modes at least, just keep it with a rolling lobby. Like, I mean, there's no reason to end a core game mode. Like, if I'm in a team deathmatch game, do I really have to go find a different group of people to play with? Like, really? We could just keep on going right here. I mean, just mix the teams up a little bit and you'll be fine. But in competitive, like escalation and execution, I can see why. And I think that the Warzone game mode needs to be moved into competitive as well, because its current place right now in the and dodgeball as well. I think all the game modes that are one life out things, they need to be competitive modes, because they're not core. I mean, I guess they are a core game mode, but they're more competitive than not. So if you move all those, like the Warzone, the dodgeballs, the one life game modes, into the competitive playlist, and leave the core playlist the exact same with arms race and team deathmatch and guardian, I guess. Though I guess the guardian go both ways as being a competitive mode, not. Then I mean, we can have the rolling lobbies and the core game modes, and leave the competitive playlist for the people who want to actually start to grind and level up and get at their higher levels and everything. And so that way it would be fun. You don't have to get taken out of the action and everything like you would if you are continually having to leave and everything like you do right now. That's why I think the rolling lobbies need to be implemented as soon as possible, and it's not even that hard of a fix to make, I don't think. It shouldn't be too bad, but so the Gears 4 severely needs it to speed up the amount of people playing and speed up the amount of time you can spend in games that have been in menus. And there's just a lot of ways they need to implement this and fix it. Alright, that's all for today. See you guys in the next one. Stryker signing out.